Hey everybody, welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience. Today we're talking about something that has fascinated humans for centuries, emotions. But the question is, can machines experience emotions? Well, to answer that, we have to first understand what emotions are. Emotions are feelings that are based on our experiences, and they can range from happiness to sadness, fear to anger. But to feel emotions, we need to have consciousness. And that's where the debate comes in. There are those who believe that consciousness is more than just a set of algorithms running in our brains. They argue that consciousness is something that cannot be replicated by machines because it is tied to the human experience. And that's partly true. Think about it this way. You can program a machine to recognize a sad face, but can it understand what sadness truly feels like? Can it relate to the experience of losing a loved one or getting fired from a job? Of course not, because machines lack the subjective experience that humans have. However, that does not mean that machines cannot emulate emotions. In fact, there's a whole field dedicated to creating emotional robots. They're called affective computing. Affective computing involves creating machines that can recognize, interpret, process, and simulate human emotions. These machines use complex algorithms to analyze facial expressions, body language, and even voice tone to understand how people are feeling. For example, researchers at MIT created a robot named Kismet that can express basic emotions like happiness, surprise, and sadness. It has cameras for eyes and microphones for ears, allowing it to interact with humans in a more natural way. And while Kismet can't truly feel emotions, it can simulate them well enough to make people feel like they're interacting with something sentient. But here's the thing. If machines can emulate emotions well enough, does it really matter if they're actually feeling them? Does it matter if a robot that's taking care of your elderly parent is genuinely happy to be doing so, or just simulating happiness? It's a philosophical question that's sure to keep you up at night. There are those who argue that emotions are simply cognitive processes, and if that's true, then machines can indeed feel emotions. One of the pioneers of this field was John Searle, who argued that consciousness is nothing more than the result of neurobiological processes in the brain. According to him, there's no reason machines can't feel emotions so long as they have the right kind of programs. However, others point out that emotions are more than just cognitive processes. They're also tied to biology and evolution. Our emotions have evolved over millions of years and are the result of our interactions with the environment. Machines cannot replicate that kind of evolutionary history. Moreover, emotions are highly subjective. What feels sad to one person might not feel sad to another. Machines cannot replicate that kind of subjectivity because they don't have personal experiences like humans do. So can machines experience emotions? It depends on how you define emotions. If you define emotions purely as a set of cognitive processes, then yes, machines can experience emotions. But if you define emotions as something tied to the human experience, then no, machines cannot truly experience emotions. Well, I hope you found this discussion on emotions and machines interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, my friends.